Now that I've shown you all the ways that we can define background styles, I'm now going to move on to border styles. So we're just going to delete those background styles, and like the background styles, we do have a shorthand method of defining borders, but I'm going to show you each individual border style to start with. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to define a border style. And you notice that again Dreamweaver gives us a whole load of options here, so we've got dashed and dotted. Okay, so we're going to use border style dashed, and then we're going to use border width. Okay, and we're going to use let's go for 3 pixels. Now refresh, and there we go. So we've got a border with a style of dashed, and its size is 3 pixels wide. We can actually define the border style individually, so we can, for example, have a border top style of dashed and a border bottom style of dotted. Okay, let's save that and have a look at how those look. And there we go. So the top one is now dashed, the bottom one is dotted, and the left and the right, because we haven't defined them, they don't have any border style, so you don't see any border at all. Again, we can use shorthand for this border style. So if we get rid of these individual style and we use border style, and the order in which we define things in Cascading Style Sheet is we start with the top and then we go right, bottom, left. So start at 12 o'clock on a clock and then we work our way round clockwise. So we're going to say that the first one is going to be dashed. Okay, so the top border is dashed. We're then going to say that the right one is dotted, and then the bottom one is dashed again, and the left one is dotted. Okay, so top and bottom are going to be dashed, left and right are going to be dotted. So let's save that and see whether it's worked. And there we go, yep, it has. So the top and the bottom are dashed, and the left and the right, as you can see there, are dotted. We can also define the border colour. Okay, so maybe we don't want it to be that default black, maybe we want it to be, let's go for a grey colour. Go back to our HTML document, and there we go. Okay, so we've now changed the colour to grey on our borders. So much like the background properties we looked at, or background styles we looked at earlier on, we can also use an abbreviated form for the border. So we can get rid of all of these border styles and condense them all into one type of style. And again, the order that you define it is really important. So the first one needs to be the border width, so we're going to have 1 pixel. We're then going to define the border style, and I used dotted and dashed before, but I'm going to use solid this time. And then finally we need to define a colour. So I'm going to use a light grey. And this is a style that's quite commonly used around perhaps boxes within your web page. And there we go. Okay, so we've just got a light grey border, 1 pixel wide, that's solid.